Hey there, fellow Star Wars fans. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Donkey Me. In this episode, we'll be taking a look at Donkey Me Star Wars. I'm your host, Papa Brad. Today we'll be delving deep into a galaxy far, far away, and I'm going to list 10 captivating facts about the original Star Wars trilogy. So grab your lightsabers and let's get it started. The original Donkey Kong game was created by Nintendo and released in 1981. It was one of the first platform games and introduced iconic characters like Mario, originally known as Jumpman, and Donkey Kong. The game's plot involves Donkey Kong, an angry ape, kidnapping Mario's girlfriend, Pauline, and Mario's quest to rescue her by navigating a series of platform levels. Donkey Kong is one of the most iconic video games ever made. Imagine if someone had the guts to combine Donkey Kong with Star Wars. And that's exactly what you have with Donkey Me Star Wars. Let's check it out. In this video, I'm going to take a look at Donkey Kong Me, an amazing fan-made project which is a tribute to Donkey Kong and some of the greatest movie franchises ever made. I'm also going to talk about 10 interesting facts that you may not have known about the original Star Wars trilogy, released in 1977. Fact 1. A New Hope was nearly a disaster. Our first fact takes us back to the film that started it all, Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. Did you know that the production of this iconic movie was plagued with problems? Director George Lucas faced budget constraints, technical difficulties, and even had to rewrite the script multiple times. Fact 2. The Force wasn't always known. Next up, let's talk about the Force. In the early drafts of the script, the concept of the Force wasn't fully developed. It was initially described as a mystical energy field, and it wasn't until later that it evolved into the mystical, all-encompassing Force that we know today. Interesting fact number 3. Harrison Ford's unexpected return. Did you know that Harrison Ford wasn't originally meant to be the long-term star of the franchise? Han Solo was supposed to die at the end of The Empire Strikes Back, but Ford's performance and popularity with fans led to a change of plans, allowing him to return in The Return of the Jedi. Fact number 4. The influence of Akira Kurosawa. George Lucas was heavily influenced by the works of the Japanese director Akira Kurosawa. The Hidden Fortress inspired many elements of A New Hope, including the characters of R2-D2 and C-3PO, who were reminiscent of two bickering peasants from Kurosawa's film. Who doesn't love a good samurai film? Fact number 5. The legendary Wilhelm scream. One of the most famous sound effects in cinema history, the Wilhelm scream, made its debut in the original Star Wars trilogy. It's been used in all 3 films and has since become a beloved Easter egg in countless other movies. The birth of the lightsaber sound. The iconic hum and clash of lightsabers was created by sound designer Ben Burt. He achieved this unique sound by combining the hum of an idling TV set with the feedback from a microwave near a picture tube. The result, a sound that's become synonymous with epic lightsaber duels. Go Luke Skywalker, rescue Princess Leia from the Death Star. How cool is this game? 8. The mystery of Darth Vader's voice. James Earl Jones provided the iconic voice of Darth Vader, but David Prowse, the actor in the suit, actually delivered lines on set. Prowse's West Country accent was so strong, Lucas decided to dub over his voice with Jones' deep and menacing tone. Fact 9. The return of the original title. Before it was known as A New Hope, the film was simply titled Star Wars. The subtitle Episode 4 A New Hope was added for its release in 1977 to fit George Lucas's vision of a much larger saga. Interesting fact number 10. The Kessel Run Mystery. We've all heard Han Solo boast about the Millennium Falcon's record-breaking Kessel Run. But what exactly is the Kessel Run? It's one of those tantalizing mysteries that George Lucas intentionally left unexplained, allowing fans' imaginations to run wild. And there you have it, 10 fascinating facts about the original Star Wars trilogy that make it all more incredible. It is amazing how this franchise has captured the hearts of fans across generations. If you enjoyed this journey into the Star Wars universe, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with your fellow Jedi and Sith. Until next time, this is Papa Brad, and may the Force be with you. We're going to check out the first game in Donkey Me today, which is a tribute to Indiana Jones. Donkey Me was created by Bruno Marcos. Donkey Me features tributes to 10 amazing films and is available for free. Click on the link in this video to download the game for free. We're going to start with the cool tribute to Indiana Jones, which I think is one of the most amazing tributes to Donkey Kong and Indiana Jones that's in this collection. You know, right off the bat, you see the giant ball from the beginning of Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones is going to, get the golden idol. Very cool. It's a great swap for the original first level of Donkey Kong. Level 2 creates the amazing action sequence from Raiders of the Lost Ark. Of course, Marion gets stuck in a basket, and Indy rushes through the market to rescue her. Of course, instead of the hammer, you see Indy has his whip, which is, what he uses in the movie. It's kind of one of the iconic things about Indiana Jones is the hat and the whip, right? I like they put the fruit in there just as a cool little random thing. The attention to detail in this game is just fantastic. I don't know if you noticed, but the bonus box is the Ark. Next, we have the exciting conclusion of Raiders of the Lost Ark. Get the whip, Indy. In this level, Indy has to fight the Nazis as the Ark is letting ghosts out. Very much like the exciting conclusion of Raiders of the Lost Ark. The brilliant game design of the ghosts becoming the barrels I thought was ingenious. This combines two of my favorite things, Indiana Jones and Donkey Kong. The feel of the game is Donkey Kong, but the graphics and the way it is skinned is obviously Raiders of the Lost Ark. And this is just one of 10 free games that he has included in Donkey Me. Link in the description of this video. Please get this game. You can play it right now on Windows. And the hero has saved the day. Huge fan of Indiana Jones. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button. Consider becoming a subscriber to Papa Brad's Gaming. Download the game for free. Link is in the description. And we're just going to fast forward to the end of my gameplay of Raiders. And you'll see when you die, you get to see how you did. You get to see how your score stacks up. Here's a preview of some of the other great Donkey Kong movie-inspired games that Bruno Marcos has made. Don't forget, you can download these games for free in the description of this video. This focus on this video, of course, was the classic movie Raiders of the Lost Ark. But we'll have future episodes. Thank you and stay legit. This has been Papa Brad. Big Trouble in Little China, released in 1986, is a fantasy action comedy film directed by John Carpenter. In contrast, Donkey Kong is arguably one of the most iconic video games of the 80s. The game's plot involves Donkey Kong, an angry ape, kidnapping Mario's girlfriend, Pauline, and Mario's quest to rescue her by navigating a series of platform levels. Imagine if these two worlds came together to make one awesome retro game, and they do in the game Donkey Me, with a tribute to Big Trouble in Little China. Let's check out Donkey Me. Welcome back to Papa Brad's Gaming. Today we're diving deep into the cult classic Big Trouble in Little China, directed by John Carpenter and starring Kurt Russell. This film has captured the hearts of fans worldwide with its unique blend of action, comedy, and supernatural elements. Join us for some amazing facts about this iconic movie, as we also play Donkey Me, a free download. Link in the description. Let's talk a little bit about Big Trouble in Little China. The origin of the film. Did you know that Big Trouble in Little China was originally conceived as a Western? The script was later reimagined into a modern-day adventure in San Francisco's Chinatown. It's intriguing to think about how different the movie might have been in a Wild West setting. Kurt Russell, who played the charismatic Jack Burton, did most of the stunts himself in the movie. He trained rigorously in martial arts and even sustained a few minor injuries while filming. Russell's dedication to his role added authenticity to the film's many action sequences. Big Trouble in Little China marked the third collaboration between Kurt Russell and director John Carpenter. They had previously worked together on Escape from New York and The Thing. The strong rapport on and off the set contributed to Big Trouble in Little China's success. The movie draws heavily from Chinese mythology and folklore. Many of the characters and supernatural elements are inspired by ancient Chinese legends, giving the film a rich cultural context. Big Trouble in Little China had a profound impact on pop culture and influenced other filmmakers, most notably Quentin Tarantino, who cited Big Trouble in Little China as an inspiration for Kill Bill. The film's unique blend of genres and over-the-top action became a touchstone for many. Surprisingly, Big Trouble in Little China was a box office disappointment upon its initial release in 1986. However, it gained a dedicated fan following through home video and cable broadcasts, and eventually even became a cult classic. One of the film's most memorable moments is when Jack Burton utters the line, "It's all in the reflexes." This iconic phrase has become synonymous with the character and Kurt Russell himself. Not only did John Carpenter direct the film, but he also composed the memorable score. His synth-driven music added a unique atmosphere to Big Trouble in Little China, and is still celebrated by fans today. Fans of the film have been waiting decades for a sequel. There's been talk of a follow-up. In 2015, it was announced that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson would star in a Big Trouble in Little China reboot, which would be more of a continuation than a reboot. Did you know that Jackie Chan was offered the role of Wang Chi before Dennis Dunn? Did you know that Clint Eastwood and Jack Nicholson were both considered for the role of Jack Burton? For Carpenter's regular collaborator Kurt Russell got the job instead. There you have it, folks, some amazing facts about Big Trouble in Little China. This film continues to entertain and inspire fans worldwide. Its unique blend of action, humor, and supernatural elements ensures it will remain a cult classic for years to come. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Papa Brad's Gaming. for more fantastic film-related Donkey Kong Me content. Thank you for watching, and stay legit. Hello gamers and movie enthusiasts, this is Papa Brad. Welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into the classic world of 80s cinema to explore one of my favorite films, Gremlins. Directed by Joe Dante and produced by Steven Spielberg, this dark comedy horror has captured the hearts of many over the years. So let's not waste any more time and jump right into 5 fun facts about Gremlins while I play the amazing Donkey Me, a free download, link available in the description of this video. Let's get it started. Fact 1. The inspiration of Gremlins. Did you know that the Gremlins was inspired by a real phenomenon? During World War II, pilots would often blame mysterious malfunctions on gremlins, mischievous creatures that sabotage their planes. This concept of mischievous creatures causing havoc served as the inspiration for the film's creatures. Fact number 2. Gremlins introduced us to some iconic rules for taking care of Mogwai. You know them, right? No bright light, don't get them wet, and never, ever feed them after midnight. But did you know the rules were added as a comedic twist by the screenwriter Chris Columbus? They not only added humor to the story, but also created suspense and anticipation for the audience. Fact number 3. The special effects in Gremlins were groundbreaking for the time. While today's CGI is the norm, back in the 80s, these creatures were brought to life using a mix of animatronics, puppets, and stop-motion animation. Incredible work done by the special effects team gave the film its unique and enduring charm. I do like practical effects a lot more than CGI. That's just Papa Brad's choice. Fact number 4. Gizmo's voice. Gizmo, the adorable Mogwai, was voiced by no other than Howie Mandel. This comedian is known for stand-up and hosting Deal or No Deal. But you might not have realized he provided the voice for our beloved furry friend Gizmo. His gentle and innocent vocal performance added a lot to the character's charm. Deal or No Deal. Fact number 5. One of the most memorable scenes in Gremlin is when Phoebe Cates' character Kate shares a chilling and darkly humorous monologue about why she hates Christmas. Surprisingly, this scene was so controversial that it almost didn't make it into the film. It's become a memorable and unexpected moment in a movie filled with quirky creatures. And there you have it, 5 fun facts about the classic film Gremlins. This movie has continued to capture the imaginations of audiences for decades, thanks to its unique blend of horror, comedy, and adorable creatures. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more fascinating content from Papa Brad's Gaming. Thank you for tuning in, and as always, stay legit. The original Donkey Kong game was created by Nintendo and released in 1981. It was one of the first platform games and introduced iconic characters like Mario, originally known as Jumpman, and Donkey Kong. The movie Flash Gordon hit the big screen in 1980, year before Donkey Kong, and it was a true pioneer in the science fiction genre. Imagine if Flash Gordon had been combined with Donkey Kong. What kind of game would you have? Let's check it out. Hello there, gamers and movie enthusiasts. Today we're taking a warp speed journey to the science fiction classic that's been thrilling audiences for decades, Flash Gordon. We're also playing some Donkey Me, a free game that you can download, link in the description of this video, that combines 10 classic movies with Donkey Kong-like gameplay. but I really want to talk about the movie Flash Gordon, one of my favorite science fiction movies. Flash Gordon hit the big screen in 1980, and it was a true pioneer in the science fiction genre. Directed by Mike Hodges, it brought the beloved 1930s comic strip character to life. Stunning visuals, innovative special effects, and a pulsating soundtrack composed by none other than Queen. This film was a true spectacle. Here's an interesting tidbit. Sam J. Jones, who played the character Flash Gordon, had a falling out with the film's producers during production. He reportedly clashed with the director and left the project before it was completed. This led to some of his dialogue being dubbed by a voice actor in post-production. Flash Gordon gave us some unforgettable villains. Max von Sydow portrayed the sinister Ming the Merciless, while Timothy Dalton played the charming but treacherous Prince Baron. These characters added depth and intrigue to the story, making them just as memorable as the hero himself. Flash Gordon has a cult classic movie status. Despite initially receiving mixed reviews and not being a massive box office hit, Flash Gordon has since gained a cult following. Its campy charm, over-the-top performances, and unique blend of science fiction and fantasy elements have endeared it to fans around the world. It is now considered one of the true quintessential science fiction cult classic films. Last thing I want to say about Flash Gordon, it had a massive influence on pop culture. Flash Gordon has left a significant mark on pop culture. It inspired countless sci-fi and fantasy works, including the Star Wars franchise. It continues to be referenced in movies, TV shows, and music. The iconic Flash chant from the Queen soundtrack is instantly recognizable. And there you have it. Some interesting facts about the Flash Gordon movie. Whether you're a fan of its campy charm or you're just discovering it for the first time, Flash Gordon is a film that has etched its ways into the annals of cinematic history. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the cosmos of movie trivia and Donkey Kong gameplay. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more fascinating adventures with Donkey Kong Me. Until next time, stay tuned and stay curious. This is Papa Brad reminding you to always stay legit. Could you imagine if Donkey Kong would be combined with Total Recall? Yeah, I'm talking about Total Recall, a science fiction classic that had us questioning reality, directed by Paul Verhoeven and starring the one and only Arnold Schwarzenegger. This 1990 film had an indelible mark on the world of science fiction. Did you know there's a lot more to it than meets the eye? We're going to play some Donkey Kong Me Total Recall and talk about some interesting facts from the franchise Total Recall. Let's get it started. Now I'm excited to talk about one of my favorite action movies of all time, Total Recall. Total Recall is based on a short story by renowned science fiction author Philip K. Dick. The story, titled We Can Remember It For You Wholesale, was first published in 1966. It's just one of many Philip K. Dick works that have been adapted into successful films. Total Recall had a long, winding road to production. It took over a decade for the film to get made, with various directors and actors attached at different points. At one time, David Cronenberg was set to direct, with William Hurt in the lead role. The film was a record breaker when it came to its budget. In 1990, its $65 million budget was the highest ever for a movie, but it paid off as Total Recall became a massive box office hit. The The special effects in Total Recall were groundbreaking for their time. The team behind the film used innovative techniques, including animatronics and practical effects, to bring the Martian landscape and characters to life. No wonder it won an Academy Award for visual effects. The film's plot is famously ambiguous. Even after multiple viewings, it's still up for debate whether the events are real or just part of the characters' implanted memories. Total Recall has seen both a reboot in 2012 starring Colin Farrell and a proposed sequel which never ever happened. While the remake received mixed reviews, it is clear the legacy of the original still looms large. Arnold Schwarzenegger's workout routine for the film was intense. He trained rigorously for months to get in shape for the role, and his dedication to fitness is still an inspiration to many. Beyond its action-packed sequences, Total Recall delves into thought-provoking themes, explores questions of identity, memory, and the nature of reality. The film challenges us to consider the consequences of tampering with our own memories and the power of a person's past experiences in shaping their present choices. In conclusion, Total Recall is a cinematic masterpiece that continues to resonate with audiences for several reasons. Its gripping premise, unforgettable characters, mind-bending plot, cutting-edge visuals, and profound themes. If you have not experienced this science fiction classic yet, or it's been a while since you've last watched it, I highly recommend giving it a try. I also highly recommend downloading Donkey Kong Me. Free download, link in the description of this video. Incredible Donkey Kong themed version of Total Recall. Total Recall is not just a great action movie, it's a thought-provoking exploration of the human psyche that will leave you long pondering after the credits roll. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the world of Total Recall. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. And as always, let us know in the comments what your favorite moments were from Total Recall, and what other movies and games you'd like Papa Brad to discuss in the future. Until next time, remember, get your ass to Mars. This has been Papa Brad reminding you to always stay legit. The original Donkey Kong game was created by Nintendo and released in 1981. It was one of the first platform games and introduced iconic characters like Mario, originally known as Jumpman, and Donkey Kong. Conan the Barbarian, the R-rated movie released in 1982, is a story about a young boy Conan who becomes a slave after his parents are killed and his tribe destroyed by a savage warlord and sorcerer named Thulsa Doom. When he grows up, he becomes a fearless, invincible fighter. Set free, he plots his revenge against Thulsa Doom. That's the plot of the incredible movie by John Milius, Conan the Barbarian, starring the amazing Arnold Schwarzenegger and James Earl Jones. Imagine if Donkey Kong was combined with Conan. What kind of game would you wind up with? That's what I'm going to show you in this video of Donkey Kong Me. Let's get it started. Donkey Kong remains one of my favorite arcade games of all time. Released in 1981, this classic is a masterpiece and the first game to feature Mario. The game's plot involves Donkey Kong, an angry ape, kidnapping Mario's girlfriend, Pauline, and Mario's quest to rescue her by navigating a series of platform levels. Imagine if these two worlds came together to make one awesome retro game, and they do in the game Donkey Me.
Crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and hear the lamentation of their women. That is good.
Today we're taking a deep dive into the worlds of swords, sorcery, and savage adventure as I explore some of the fascinating facts about the original Conan the Barbarian movie, directed by John Milius and starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. The film has left an incredible mark on the world of fantasy cinema. Did you know that Conan the Barbarian was created by Pulp Fiction writer Robert E. Howard in the 1930s? The character first appeared in a series short published in Weird Tales magazine. Conan the Barbarian marked a turning point in Arnold Schwarzenegger's career. This film propelled him into stardom and solidified his status as a Hollywood action icon. I feel the music of Conan captures the essence of the Hyborian age and adds powerful dimension to the movie Conan the Barbarian. To prepare for his role as Conan, Schwarzenegger underwent rigorous training in swordplay and martial arts. His dedication to mastering the physicality of the character is evident in the intense combat scenes throughout Conan the Barbarian. The film features iconic villains like Thulsa Doom, played by James Earl Jones. Thulsa Doom's snake cult is central to the movie's plot, adding an element of mysticism to the story. In the film, Conan is joined by Valeria, played by Sandahl Bergman. Their passionate and fierce love story is a key aspect of the narrative of Conan the Barbarian. Conan the Barbarian has had a lasting impact on pop culture, inspiring numerous books, comics, video games, and even a sequel, Conan the Destroyer. The movie Conan the Barbarian, to me, is more than just a fantasy film. It is a cinematic legend that introduced us to the brutal and captivating world of Conan. Arnold Schwarzenegger's iconic portrayal, combined with John Milius's vision, created a movie that continues to be celebrated by fans of fantasy and adventure. So whether you're a die-hard fan or new to the Hyborian age, the classic of Conan the Barbarian is a film definitely worth revisiting. That's it for today's exploration of our original Conan the Barbarian movie and some gameplay of Donkey Kong Me, which is a free download. Click on the link in this video in the description. You can get the Windows version of Donkey Kong Me for free. If you enjoyed this journey through the Hyborian age, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more awesome movie trivia and insights while playing Donkey Kong Me. Until next time, my friends, stay barbaric.
Crom, I've never prayed you before. I have no tongue for it.
The original Donkey Kong game was created by Nintendo and released in 1981. It was one of the first platform games and introduced iconic characters like Mario, originally known as Jumpman, and Donkey Kong. The Exorcist is a classic horror film that has terrified audiences for decades. But did you know there's more to this movie than its chilling scenes? Today we're going to explore 5 fascinating facts about The Exorcist you may not be aware of. We're also going to play Donkey Me, which has a crazy version of Donkey Kong mixed with The Exorcist. So grab your crucifix and holy water and let's dive in. Fact 1, based on a terrifying story. Did you know The Exorcist is based on a true story? It was inspired by a 1949 case of demonic possession and exorcism involving a young boy named Roland Doe. The events were so disturbing that they became the basis for William P. Blatty's novel, which in turn led to the iconic film. Fact 2. The infamous Spider Walker scene. One of the most memorable scenes in The Exorcist is the infamous Spider Walk. What you might not know is that this scene wasn't in the original release of the film. The director added it in a later version, and it has since become an iconic moment in horror cinema. Fact 3. Linda Blair's Academy Award nomination. Linda Blair's portrayal of possessed Regan earned her an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actress when she was just 15 years old, making her one of the youngest nominees in Oscar history. Her performance left a lasting impact on the horror genre. Fact 4. The use of subliminal imagery. Exorcist is known for its innovative use of subliminal imagery to create unease in the audience. Director William Friedkin inserted quick flashes of disturbing images, including the face of a demon, to intensify the horror. These subliminal moments add an extra layer of terror to the film. Fact 5. The Curse of the Exorcist. Many believe The Exorcist is cursed due to a series of unfortunate events that happened during and after its filming. Several cast and crew members experienced accidents and tragedies, leading to the superstition that the movie was somehow cursed by the subject matter. Whether you believe it or not, it's an eerie part of the film's history. Be sure to download Donkey Me from the description in this video. Play The Exorcist, along with 9 other great film-related Donkey Kong ports. This concludes the strangest video I have ever made. That's right, the combination of Donkey Kong and The Exorcist. Smash that like button and consider subscribing to the channel if you enjoyed this content. So there you have it, 5 fascinating facts about The Exorcist. From its real-life inspiration to Linda Blair's Academy Award nomination, this horror classic continues to both terrify and captivate audiences to this day. If you haven't watched it yet, be sure to check it out. Don't blame me if you have trouble sleeping afterwards. Thanks for joining us, and as always, stay legit. Let's start off this video with a promotional video of Donkey Me. What an incredible game. You know, you have tributes to Indiana Jones, the Alien, Star Wars, Big Trouble in Little China, the Gremlins, John Rambo, The Flash, Conan. I mean, what could be cooler than this? And it's free! Free, 100% free. I have the Windows version link in the description of this video. Don't sleep on this. This game is so much fun. I will be doing short videos on all the games inside of Donkey Me, but I'm loving this game. I'm going to give this my highest recommendation. If you're a fan of retro games, this is one you want to get. I first discovered this game at the Waybacks Arcade. They thought this game was worthy of being in a real Donkey Kong cabinet, and they set it up in a real Donkey Kong, and that's the first time I came across this game. So without further ado, let's jump in today's Donkey Me game that I want to showcase. Today we will be showcasing the game Alien. Absolutely an incredible tribute to Alien and Donkey Kong. And for this stream, I want to talk about 10 things that I find interesting about the Alien franchise. Alien, directed by Ridley Scott and released in 1979, remains a groundbreaking and iconic piece of science fiction cinema. Definitely one of my favorite movies. It has captivated audiences with its suspenseful story, innovative creature design, and hauntingly atmospheric setting. For today's video, I'm going to delve into the world of Alien, and I'm going to uncover 10 interesting facts that I found out about this classic film. Number 1. H.R. Giger's nightmarish designs. Swiss artist H.R. Giger was responsible for the terrifying biomechanical alien creature. His unique vision earned him an Academy Award for Best Visual Effects. Giger's designs have since become synonymous with the franchise. Number 2. When coming up with a design for the movie Alien, they wanted a realistic set design. The Nostromo spaceship's interior was meticulously designed to look functional and lived in. The attention to detail was so extreme that the cast and crew often found themselves getting lost within its labyrinth corridors. Interesting fact 3, the chestburster surprise. The infamous chestburster scene from Alien, where the alien emerges from John Hurt's chest, was kept secret from the cast. Their genuine reactions of shock and horror were captured on film, adding to this scene's impact. Yeah, what an incredible piece of cinema. You know, the all-white spaceship with the blood from the chestburster. I mean, I don't know if anything has really topped that as far as just overall impact on audience. Fact number 4, there was no script for the xenomorph. The xenomorph, the alien creature, is never shown in full until the end of the film. This was a deliberate choice to heighten the suspense. Ridley Scott wanted the audience to use their imagination to fill in the terrifying details. Fact 5, Sigourney Weaver's breakout role. Interesting fact number 5, Sigourney Weaver's breakout role. Sigourney Weaver's portrayal of Ellen Ripley marked her breakthrough role, and she became an iconic character in the science fiction genre. Her character's resilience and determination have inspired countless others. I mean, I don't know anyone that doesn't identify with Ripley as an amazing hero. The cat's salary. The cat Jonesy played a significant role in the movie, yet it earned more than some of the human actors due to its complex training requirements. Interesting fact 7. A distinctive soundtrack. The eerie and atmospheric music in Alien was composed by Jerry Goldsmith. His haunting score helped create a sense of impending doom and remains a hallmark of the film's chilling atmosphere. By the way, that music is perfectly captured in this awesome port of Alien. Interesting fact number 8. One of my favorite things about Alien is it's a practical effects triumph. Alien relied heavily on practical effects, including animatronics and puppetry. This commitment to physical effects over CGI contributed greatly to the movie's timeless and classic realistic feel. Interesting fact number 9. The iconic tagline, "In space, no one can hear you scream," has become one of the most famous and chilling taglines in film history, perfectly capturing the isolation and terror of space. Interesting fact number 10. Cultural impact of Alien. Alien not only spawned successful franchises with sequels, prequels, and spin-offs, but also influences countless other science fiction and horror films. It refined the genre and remains a classic in both categories. Alien continues to be a source of fascination and terror for audiences worldwide. Its enduring legacy, unforgettable characters, and masterful storytelling make it one of the true masterpieces of science fiction cinema. These 10 facts I came up with scratch only the surface of the complexity and impact that Alien has had on the world of movies. This has been Papa Brad reminding you to always stay legit. Imagine if the gameplay of Donkey Kong was combined with the amazing movie First Blood, and you can see it in action in the free download Donkey Me. Let's get it started. Hey there, movie buffs, Donkey Kong fanatics, and action fans. Welcome back to Papa Brad's Gaming. Today we're diving deep into the iconic action film, Rambo First Blood. The movie not only introduced us to the legendary character John Rambo, but there was a rich history behind the scenes. So grab your popcorn, hit that subscribe button, and let's jump into amazing facts about Rambo First Blood. First fact: the book versus the movie. Rambo First Blood is actually a novel by David Morrell. While the film adapted many elements from the book, there are also significant differences in the character backgrounds and storylines, making the movie its own unique experience. Interesting fact: the author of the book actually liked the movie better than the book. That's amazing, isn't it? The book more or less paints Rambo as a killing machine, where in the movie he really only kills one person when he has to. Sylvester Stallone was so dedicated to the role of John Rambo that he did many of his own stunts. He even injured his hand during filming but continued to perform without complaint. Talk about commitment. Did you know the title First Blood was initially going to be Rambo? The change was made to reflect the film's focus on the character's emotional turmoil. Some of the explosions in the movie were so powerful that they set off nearby car alarms. Pyrotechnics team definitely went all out for this action-packed movie. The knife that John Rambo uses in the film, the First Blood survival knife, became so popular that it was eventually produced and sold as a real-world survival knife. It is a collector's item for fans of the movie now. To ensure the authenticity of the film, Sylvester Stallone underwent intensive combat training. He even worked with weapons experts to handle firearms realistically, adding to the depth of the character. The iconic scene where Rambo blows up the bridge was filmed in British Columbia, Canada. The explosions were so massive that it caused concerns for nearby residents, who thought that an earthquake had occurred. It wasn't an earthquake, it was just Rambo. When the movie Rambo First Blood was greenlit, the studio had a hard time casting the main character Rambo. Many actors were considered for the role, including Robert De Niro, Dustin Hoffman, and even Chuck Norris. But the surprising part was Al Pacino was interested in playing Rambo, but he wanted to play him more or less as the crazy, bloodthirsty killer that he was in the novel. I think they did good choosing Sylvester Stallone. I think he put a lot of heart in the role, and he makes you sympathetic to Rambo. The character's name, Rambo, is surprisingly named after Rambo apples. The author was having trouble coming up with a name for the main character, and when he bit into a delicious Rambo apple, it came to him, Rambo. Rambo First Blood was one of the first major films to address the issue of post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. John Rambo's struggles with PTSD added depth to his character and made the movie more than just another action flick. Despite its modest budget, Rambo First Blood was a massive box office success, grossing over $125 million worldwide. It spawned a popular franchise that continues to captivate audiences to this day. So there you have it, some interesting facts about Rambo First Blood. This movie not only left a mark on the action genre, but also had a profound impact on the portrayal of veterans in the cinema. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and share it with your fellow Rambo fans. And as always, stay tuned for more exciting content right here on our channel, Papa Brad's Gaming. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay legit.